Good evening, class. Welcome to our first flipped classroom lecture. I know this is a little different from how we normally conduct our class time, but it's something different and new, and I hope you enjoy it. I think this is going to be very beneficial for our classroom management and making sure that we're on schedule as far as our curriculum goes. Today we are going to do a character analysis of the characters we have been introduced to so far in The Great Gatsby. I also want you guys to keep in mind of how you view these characters that we're about to discuss and come prepared tomorrow for a classroom discussion. The first character that we're going to discuss is Nick Carraway. He is the narrator of our story, and we kind of get a little bit of a background information from him in the first couple of chapters. So he's new to East Egg. He moves right across the bay from his cousin Daisy Buchanan, and he's neighbors with Jay Gatsby. He has a career in bonds, and he's also presented to us as honest. He's very confident, he's tolerant, he's very open-minded, he's a little bit reserved, got shy. He kind of gets all those characteristics from him. So I think he's going to be a very key character in this novel. The second character we're going to discuss is Jay Gatsby. He is the protagonist of our novel. He made his fortune participating in organized crime, so that's how he's able to throw the lavish and spectacular bashes that he has at his house each week that all the residents of East Egg go to. And he is also in love with Daisy Buchanan, who lives across the bay from him. And Jay Gatsby is viewed very greatly in many people's eyes, but in a lot of very small parts in the novel, he's viewed as vulgar. He's very flawed and dishonest, which is very understandable, and we'll get to know more about that as the novel progresses. The next character is Daisy Buchanan. She's Nick Carraway's cousin, and she's married to Tom Buchanan, who is very wealthy. She's a beautiful socialite and lives in East Egg with her husband, and she's viewed as very cynical and harbors a deep need in wanting to be loved. And she and Jay Gatsby rekindle their romance in the novel and are able to try and work up their relationship again because they were once in love, and she did not wait for him while he went off to war. She actually married Tom Buchanan. So we're also going to be able to see that as the novel progresses as well and see what goes on with that. And then there's Tom Buchanan, who is very arrogant and rude, cruel, and very unfaithful to Daisy. But he has a very powerful job. He's powerful in the eyes of the citizens in East Egg, and he's married to Daisy. And we'll get to see more of his character and how he acts and the different kind of actions he has in the novels, and see if anything goes there with that. And then lastly, we have Myrtle Wilson. She's one of the last characters that we were introduced to in the first couple of chapters in the novel. She's Tom Buchanan's lover, and she's married to George Wilson, and she lives in the Valley of Ashes. She's very naive in this novel, and she very much wants to be accepted into Tom's world, but unfortunately for her, he only treats her as an object of desire. And we'll get to see her character progress and see how her relationship with Tom either disintegrates or becomes more powerful, and see where everything leads to. But like I said, I want you guys to keep in mind of the characters. This is just a very brief overview of some of the characters that we're introduced to so far. We're going to have a couple more characters come into play as we keep reading the novel. But like I said, keep your opinions in mind. I very much want to hear them tomorrow when you come prepared to class for a classroom discussion, okay? If you have any questions or comments, just let me know. You can email me. You guys have my email on your syllabus. And then I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks. Goodbye.